The Denver Nuggets have made their first seismic move of the offseason. And it's a shocker, in a trade that signals a bold new direction for the franchise. The Nuggets are sending forward Michael Porter Jr. and an unprotected 2032 first-round pick to the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for Cameron Johnson. This blockbuster, reported by ESPN, is the first major move by Denver's new front office, and it immediately addresses key financial and roster goals. The MPJ Johnson swap. The core of this trade revolves around significant financial flexibility for Denver. While both players have 2 years remaining on their contracts, Porter is due a hefty $38.3 million this coming season and $40.8 million in 2026-27. Johnson, by contrast, will earn $21 million next season and $23 million the year after. This move instantly gets the Nuggets out from under the luxury tax and opens up their ability to use most of a $14.1 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception. A huge win for their roster construction. Porter, who has spent his entire 6-year career with the Nuggets, was a key contributor to their 2023 championship run and leaves as the franchise's second all-time leader in made three-pointers. He averaged 18.2 points and 7 rebounds last season. Cameron Johnson. A perfect fit? For the Nuggets, Cameron Johnson appears to be a fantastic fit alongside Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. The 6'8" forward is coming off a breakout season with the Nets, averaging a career-high 18.8 points, 4.3 rebounds, and shooting 39% from behind the arc. Johnson is already known as a solid defender and a floor spacer. But his improved ability to create shots for himself in Brooklyn adds a crucial dynamic to his 3-and-D profile. As Johnson himself told Enscape's Mark J. Spears, "I'm excited. I get an opportunity to compete with some of the league's best. What more can I ask for?" The primary concern with Johnson has been his injury history, as he hasn't played more than 60 regular season games since the 2021-22 campaign. However, his skill set seems tailor-made for Denver's system. Bruce Brown's emotional return. Following the Porter-Johnson trade, the Nuggets immediately capitalized on their newfound cap space by bringing back a fan favorite and key piece of their 2023 championship team, Bruce Brown. Brown agreed to a 1-year deal for the veteran's minimum, marking an emotional return to Denver. Brown was immensely popular in the locker room and played a pivotal role in their title run, averaging 11.5 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 3.4 assists in 2022-23. His versatile two-way play, relentless energy, and ability to fit seamlessly with Jokic and Murray were sorely missed last season. After spending time with the Toronto Raptors and New Orleans Pelicans, where he averaged 8.3 points and 4.0 rebounds. His return provides a huge boost in depth and familiarity. A new era in Denver. These moves are the first significant actions by Denver's new front office duo, Ben Tenzer and John Wallace, who took over after a turbulent few months for the Nuggets. The team surprisingly fired coach Michael Malone and general manager Calvin Booth with just 3 games remaining in the regular season. Seeking a spark, David Adelman was then elevated to head coach and led the Nuggets to the second round of the playoffs, where they lost a tough 7-game series to the eventual NBA champion Oklahoma City Thunder. This trade and signing signal a clear strategic shift for the Nuggets under their new leadership. They've shed significant salary, gained flexibility, and brought in players who fit their system while retaining their core. Conclusion: the Denver Nuggets are not standing pat. By trading Michael Porter Jr. and bringing back Bruce Brown, they've demonstrated a bold approach under their new front office. This looks like a calculated move to optimize their roster around Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, getting out of the luxury tax, gaining financial flexibility, and adding a versatile, high-energy player in Cameron Johnson who fits their championship blueprint. The return of Bruce Brown only adds to the excitement and depth. What do you think of this trade for the Nuggets? Is this the right move to keep them in contention? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for all the latest NBA news and Denver Nuggets updates. The Denver Nuggets are making big moves. In a surprising shake-up, the Nuggets are trading Michael Porter Jr. and an unprotected 2032 first-round pick to the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for forward Cameron Johnson. This marks the first major splash from Denver's new front office, led by Tenzer and John Wallace. This blockbuster trade has significant financial implications for the Nuggets. By moving Porter's contract, which has a hefty $38.3 million due next season and $40.8 million in 2026-27. For Johnson's $21 million next season and $23 million the following. Denver gets off a substantial amount of salary. This maneuver immediately pulls the Nuggets out from under the luxury tax and, crucially, opens up the ability to use most of a $14.1 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception. And they wasted no time using that newfound flexibility. Following the trade, the Nuggets swiftly brought back fan favorite Bruce Brown, who agreed to a one-year deal for the veteran's minimum. Brown was a pivotal piece of Denver's 2023 championship team. Known for his versatile defense and timely scoring, he averaged 11.5 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game during that title run, after a stint with the Raptors and Pelicans last season, where he averaged 8.3 points. Brown is now reunited with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. Looking at the new addition, Cameron Johnson appears to be an excellent fit for the Nuggets system. The 6'8" forward is coming off a breakout season with the Nets, where he averaged 18.8 points, 4.3 rebounds, and shot an impressive 39% from beyond the arc. Johnson is known as a solid 3-and-D player, but he also showed increased ability to create his own shot in Brooklyn, adding a new dimension to his game. While he has battled injuries in his career, not exceeding 60 games since 2021-22, his skill set complements Denver's core perfectly. For the Nets, acquiring Porter gives them a career 40% three-point shooter and a key scoring option as they continue their rebuilding process. Porter spent his entire 6-year career with the Nuggets, playing a crucial role in their championship run and finishing second in franchise history in made three-pointers, trailing only Jamal Murray. This has been a period of significant change for the Nuggets, who also made a coaching change late last season, elevating David Adelman to head coach. These aggressive moves by the new front office signal a clear intent to retool and maximize the championship window around their superstar, Nikola Jokic. The Denver Nuggets have made their first seismic move of the offseason. And it's a shocker, in a trade that signals a bold new direction for the franchise. The Nuggets are sending forward Michael Porter Jr. and an unprotected 2032 first-round pick to the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for Cameron Johnson. This blockbuster, reported by ESPN, is the first major move by Denver's new front office, and it immediately addresses key financial and roster goals. The MPJ Johnson swap. The core of this trade revolves around significant financial flexibility for Denver. While both players have 2 years remaining on their contracts, Porter is due a hefty $38.3 million this